Hey, what is up, guys? We have some more clips from the First Strike Nerd Street Gamers series. I really enjoyed watching this. As you guys have all known, I've been making a lot of videos on it. I wanted to talk today about T1 and GenG. Particularly, I'm going to be focusing on two different eco rounds. One's going to be on the defensive half, one's going to be on the offensive half. The offensive half one was a crazy round where they ended up actually clutching out in a way that I just wouldn't really expect. It really didn't look too good for them. They're running around with frenzies and stuff. This first round that we're going to be taking a look at, they're going to have 2 players who have rifles, and the rest of the 3 players are going to be rocking pistols right here. And I just wanted to focus on the fact that the double up right here, this is something that I've talked about before that I think T1 does very well. That you don't see very often, especially in a matchmaking game, where it's just these double up gambles, or even the triple ups that they'll do a lot of the times. And they're just playing, they're banking on the fact that they push the site, especially on a map like Haven, where it's very retake oriented. Doing a double up like this isn't that risky of a move, and it can oftentimes really pay off. So I really wanted to showcase this round. So to start this round off, notice how there's going to be this drone that comes in here from GenG, and Skadoodle's going to walk up to the wall just so the drone doesn't spot him, and you're going to have Dazed over here. He's going to actually shoot the drone for Skadoodle, getting the drone's attention, but also the player's attention, as these people are going to know that Dazed is now up here. But that they don't know is that Skadoodle is right here. Good play. Gonna pick up the double. He doesn't get the triple, unfortunately, but he smokes himself and he's able to dash out. I think that's a smart play. He doesn't want to overgreed. A lot of players would overgreed for that. Unfortunately, he's gonna go down to player 1 and Mikhail as they push him here, but it's still a good play. Now it's gonna be a 3v3. The cipher from GenG is pretty lit up, and this is gonna be an interesting retake coming in from T1. As we mentioned before, they are on an eco, so it's still possible that they actually lose this round. Really good blind from T1 Spyder coming into onto the central part of the site. And you're going to notice he walks in. Brax is going to pick up 1 kill with a rifle that he picked up. And going to be making this entrance here. Brax picks up another with his classic through the smoke. And that's going to be an easy defuse right there. Now, don't get me wrong. Nothing crazy happened in this round. But I just wanted to comment on like the teamwork right here. And just the consciousness of a lot of these things going on. Notice when this drone comes in, Dazed doesn't just watch the drone come in and like hide or like go away. He understands that Skadoodle's play relies on him shooting this drone right here. This is what makes the play. It's not Skadoodle sitting in this corner. Oh, he got 2 frags because he was hiding in the corner, hiding in the corner with the Phantom. It's accompanied by this player right here. This is what we call a bait, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you want when you're making these aggressive plays. If you're going to be pushing up on bind into that cubby on A, don't do it alone. People will just check that cubby alone. But if you have somebody there to bait for you, then it really sets the stage for your play. Following it up, when they're making this play in short, they actually don't have anybody watching long. I don't think this is it's not like an oversight or anything. They know they have nobody watching long, but I wanted to comment on how the GenG long players, they understand what is going on in this situation, and they're like, oh crap, we got to push up on these guys. So when Skadoodle gets that double pick, Dazed does back up to watch long, make sure he's not getting pushed, but then he realizes, hey, maybe I should help out my teammate here, and the long players are going to actually push in, and they're going to clean up right here. This is what they needed to do, and now they are going to even out the round 3v3, which is good, but they've already picked up 2 rounds on an eco for their team, and this is going to make this retake a lot easier. Then, following this up, I wanted to comment on this Omen right here. Notice how he smokes short here, so when they make their entrance, it's going to be easier for them. Both of his players are in position to entry right now. It's not like he just threw out his blind and nobody's ready to capitalize on it. He's in position. His players are up here in heaven. And right when he throws this blind, you're going to notice Brax is going to jump out of heaven. He's going to come down. He's going to challenge this hell player. This is a 1v1 that he has now because the site was blinded. He blinded the site, and I believe it might cover right here. And this is just going to be a really good retake coming in from T1. They have everything under control. AZK is going to get his kill on Mikhail from heaven. Brax is already over here onto site, and then they're going to get this defused. I don't really have anything more to comment on this play. I just think it was just small things that I think make a big difference. But we're going to go over here to this eco that they did on offense that I think works very well. Noticing Skadoodle using his ultimate right off the bat. This is fairly common for Jet players. A lot of Jet players in lower ranks probably use their ultimate just kind of like on buy rounds and stuff when they have a gun already. Most of the time what I see from Jets is that they save their ultimate for eco rounds. And the reason for that is it's a free gun. That's basically the best use for it, is that when you're on an eco round and your team doesn't have a gun, he can use this. It's going to be a 1 hit to the head. It has the chance to break open the round, and we're going to see it does just that here in this round. What I did want to comment on too here is the GenG layout right now. They actually don't have anybody on B site. Instead, what they're doing is they have a Cypher cam up here, but they're just playing for retake. We mentioned earlier, Haven's a pretty heavy retake map. This isn't uncommon. It's pretty uncommon to see in a matchmaking setting. Most people will have like one person on site to spot. But as far as like pro play, it's not that big a deal to just leave a site and play for retake. Unfortunately, this round isn't going to work out phenomenally for GenG. But I just wanted to point out that this is something that pro players do frequently, and maybe it's something that you want to try to run on your games if you're having trouble defending C site or something like that, and you wanted to just play for retake on B. That's an option for you. But no, this round's going to start playing out. You'll notice how they get the bomb plant, and they're going to be doubling back over here through garage after they do get a pick. Skadoodle and Brax picking up that rifle in there, but not only the rifle, they also get the kill. And Skadoodle going to be running through here, picking up another one. As the ultimate comes in here from Dazed, this round is going to be out of the reach of GenG now at this point. Really good cleanup from T1 on this eco, and I just kind of wanted to focus on the strategy behind their play right here. So let's get into it. So they're going to be pushing on mid here. You know, Skadoodle actually has the bomb, which is a little weird. Generally, you don't give the bomb to your entry unless you're going to go for one of these sneaky plants, which is exactly what they're going to do on this eco. Notice how they're going to throw both their smokes on site, and Skadoodle's actually just going to dash onto site with his own smoke and get the bomb plant right here. This must have been based off of some sort of information that they had. They're looking around the map. Maybe they've seen how GenG plays, and they know that they don't always play somebody B. Sometimes when they use the Cypher cam, maybe they don't play people B, and they're going to go for the stats here. It's a risky move, but it's an eco also, so if they're throwing away the round, then I mean, it is an eco. They'll play for gun round next round. But they're going to be using utility onto the bomb right here with the breach, and these two players here, Brax and Skadoodle, this is the key part. They're going to double back. They're going to go through garage. They pick up this rifle. Now they have this pressure coming in from C-Link. This is going to be very difficult to defend here from GenG. How are they going to defend these players who they have the pressure in middle from the breach and the Omen. They have the players over here on C-Link who are putting on pressure. It's really difficult to defend this or to come in for this retake when they have all of this pressure coming all over the place, right? Now, generally, when you're running an eco strat, what I wanted to talk about is you don't want to use your ultimates unless you get to a point where you feel like the round is winnable, at which point it can be very beneficial. And you'll notice the Cypher ultimate comes in after they get this pick. They do have a rifle. The bomb is planted. This is looking good for T1. This Omen blind's actually going to come in and blind this entire area of sight, which does hit Dazed, or Mikhail, sorry, as well. And he's going to have to back up. And after that, they just kind of push off of it. This round's going to be completely over as they use the ultimate from Dazed as well. It's just... I thought this was a really cool round. I love the play from T1 to actually get the bomb plant very quickly, back up, and then push through the garage here, which is just unexpected for these players who are coming in for the rotate. Player 1 coming through to rotate through garage just to check it, make sure nobody's pushing it, but unfortunately they are. They get to pick up the frenzy. I think this is a really good round. I also just wanted to showcase this camera that player 1 is actually using right here. The reason these cameras are so strong is because to deal with it, you actually have to commit a lot. I have to walk in and I have to look up to shoot this camera, right? That's gonna be very difficult when I'm peeking a 50-50 angle right here. Not even 50-50. I feel like there's more than a 50-50. I have to worry about all these angles. It's gonna be very difficult to deal with. So using a camera here, I actually like the idea of it. And then when you're playing for the retake, you're gonna have to commit something to deal with this camera. It's not like if I place this camera onto the back of sight and then like, okay, they can see it from mid, they just shoot it from the middle of the map, right? It's very different from that one. It doesn't get as much info into middle, but they just have to commit a lot to get to it. So if you wanted to place this camera, you just get on top of this box and you can just jump up here. Although GenG, I'm noticing how I'm focusing on the fact that they lose this round. It's not a bad camera because they lose the round, right? It's just an eco that went a little bit wrong. It was well played by T1, and I just wanted to comment on this a little bit. I'm thinking about starting to play Cypher, and I think these are the strats that I'd want to run if I did play them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, by the way, though, be sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Check us out on Twitch, where we stream pretty frequently. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.